Hello students, today we talk about a very important organ called the brain. So what is brain? The brain is an organ that made up of large mass of nerve tissues that is protected within the skull and is the brain is the most one of the largest and most complex organ in the human body, and it is made up of more than 100 billion nerves that communicate in trillions of connections called synapses. And there are many functions. Some are attentions and concentration, self monitoring, organization, speaking, motor planning, personality, and the mental flexibility. Now come to this diagram. The brain is made up of many specialized area that works together. The cortex, it is the outermost layer of brain cell, and its function is thinking. Voluntary movement begin in the cortex, and the brain stem is between the spinal cord and the rest of the brain. So basic functions are like breathing, sleep are controlled here. And next is the basal ganglia. So basal ganglia are a cluster of structure in the center of the brain, and its function is coordinate message between the multiple and the other brain areas. And the cerebellum is that the base and the back of the brain, and its basic responsibility is the coordination and the balance of the whole body. And also there are several lobes like frontal lobes, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobes. The main function of frontal lobes is the problem solving or and the motor functions, and the parietal lobes include or involve the handwriting, body positions, and the temporal lobes are involved in the memory and the hearing. And the last lobe, occipital lobes, it contains the brain visual processing system. So next is the classification. So brain is classified into the forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. So forebrain is further classified into the cerebrum, thalamus, and the hypothalamus, and the midbrain is classified into the cerebellum, corpora, quadrigemina, and the hindbrain is classified into the pons. Next is the overview. In this, the human brain is the largest organ, weighing around 1.4 kg, that lies within the cranial cavity, and it makes up about 2% of human body weight. And the cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, and it occupies the anterior and the middle cranial fossae, and it's divided by a deep cleft, the longitudinal cerebral fissure, into the right and left cerebral hemisphere, and it contains 86 billion nerve cells called neurons. What is neuron? Neuron is the basic structure of the brain which transmit information to the other nerve cells, muscle cells, and the gland cells. And these neurons are connected by trillions of connections, or we can say synapses. Okay, next is the brain is composed of cerebrum, cerebellum, and the brain stem. In the cerebrum, it is the largest part of the brain and is composed of right and left hemisphere. It performs higher functions like interpreting touch, vision, hearing, as well as speech, reasoning, emotions, learning, and control of movement. Next is the cerebellum. Cerebellum is located under the cerebrum, and its function is to coordinate muscle movement and maintain posture and balance. Now next is the brainstem. Brainstem act as a relay center connecting the cerebrum and cerebellum to the spinal cord. It perform many automatic functions such as breathing, heart rate, body temperature, wake and sleep cycle, digestion, sneezing, coughing, vomiting, and the swallowing. In our next slide, the brain is distributed into the right brain and the left brain, or we can say the cerebrum is divided into two halves, the right and left hemisphere. They are joined by a bundle of fibers called corpus callosum that transmit message from one side to other, and each hemisphere control the opposite side of the body. If a stroke occur on right side of the brain, your left arm or left leg may be weak or paralyzed. Not all functions of the hemisphere are described. In general, the Left hemisphere controls speech, comprehension, arithmetic, writing, and the right hemisphere control creativity, spatial ability, and musical skills. And the left hemisphere is dominant in hand use, like a language in about 92 of the percent of people. Now come to the lobes of the brain. The cerebrum hemisphere have distinct features which divided the brain into lobes. Each hemisphere has four lobes: frontal, temporal, parietal, and occipital. Each lobe may be divided once again into areas that serve very specific function. It's important to understand that each lobe of the brain does not function alone. There are very complex relationships between the lobes of the brain and between the right and left hemisphere. Now in the frontal lobe. In frontal lobe, their functions is personality, behavior, emotions, judgment, planning, problem solving, speaking, body movement, intelligence, self-awareness, concentration. Now the next is the parietal lobe, and the function of parietal lobe is sense of touch, pain, temperature, language, words, signals from vision, hearing, motor sensory and memory, and the visual perceptions. In the occipital lobe, their function is a vision, like detect the color, light, and the movement. Next is the temporal lobe. Temporal lobe is understanding language, memory, hearing, sequencing, and the organization. In general, the left hemisphere of the brain is responsible for language and speech and is called the dominant hemisphere, and the right hemisphere play a large part in interpreting visual information and the processing. In about one third of people who are left handed, speech function may be located on the right side of the brain, and the left handed people may need special testing to determine if their speech center is on the left or right side prior to any surgery in that area. Aphasia is a disturbance of language affecting speech production, comprehension, reading, or writing due to brain injury, most commonly from stroke or trauma. So, thank you so much.